I'm late because I'm not getting a promotion in the work or a rise. I'm late because I'm not married. I'm late because I'm married but with no kids. I'm late because I don't live in a big city. I didn't graduate. I'm not running my own business while studying. I'm late because I didn't travel the world yet. I'm late because I didn't have my own car or house. You can notice that most of the time we compare ourselves with the others, even if we are aware indirectly. People on our age, people living in a different city, people with some other conditions. So always ask, I'm late compared to who? I remember when I was studying maths at school, and the teacher explained to us that we cannot compare two different varieties. Like which one is superior in this example? Is it 2y or 3x? Back to that time, Sarah will choose 3x. But the logical thing is to ask, Sir, what is the value of the x or the y? Because here, the value of the varieties, it's unknown. And the same goes for the human. Even people in my age, your age, our age, and in the same study, let's say, but not the same varieties, not the same mindset, not the same health, ambitions, way of thinking, stability, environment, traumas, definition of success, energy, obstacles, destiny, goals, and not the same start. So by that, we only compare two people who got same varieties. So by that, we can judge if one another succeed or fail. And because I love examples, here you got an example. Two athletes prepared for a marathon, the same line of start, the same goal, maybe the same training, because it's obviously it's a marathon, they need to be trained, and the same obstacles on the way to the finish line. For me, here we can judge who arrived first. Yes, they might be a bit different, but got some huge common points. And let's take another example. We're gonna keep only one athlete for here, and versus someone we just meet in the street. Hello, sir. We do have an experiment. Can you just join us? Oh yeah, he is with us. And I will repeat. Okay, for before continuing, please, for the people like me, ignore the probability that we're gonna meet someone even randomly who is an athlete. And we are smart enough to know who won the race. The athlete, of course, because he was mentally prepared, physically prepared, and so on. And this is an example for the race. And remember, life is not a race with the others. Because your season of planting, it might be others' harvest season. So while preparing this episode, I wanted to be more inspired to find solutions to myself and then after that share with you. I listened to an episode of Mel Robbins. I really like her episode and way of speaking as well. So she talks about this topic and she just explain in a very beautiful way as well. She was like saying that feeling late is a universal feeling. Everyone has is will experience it. And every society had that invisible checklist, certain things on certain time. And every time you just we are facing this invisible checklist, always says who. Is that really your thought or society's person? And she also said that each age has its challenges and its chaos. And it's really true. So she describes our 20s. I'm saying our 20s because I'm not going to talk about other ages since I'm in my 20s. And most of the audience in this that are following me are also in their 20s. So she described our 20s. It's like a beach in a wave day is the best, and this is our 20s. You're gonna enjoy surfing. And I really like that. And the most important part for me is when I do look for some solutions, I do love to ask really real people, not only in the podcast, not only for the first. Do you really think you are late? Why do you really think that? What does it really make you feel like that? And so on. I really love to ask questions and get some deep answers. I love people who ask really deep. So I asked some colleagues, and the first one, she just told me, yes, I do feel late, in terms of salary, growth, and everything. But she also mentioned the shiny side. She saw the bright side of this, process. She told me that even the butterfly, it's not a butterfly just by, one day and one night. It's really a process, a whole process. So it's never too late. I also asked another colleague. She told me, like, I'm not late. I really trust Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the timing. Everything is written, so just be patient. And it's so beautiful. I really like kind of people like that. I'm not late. For me, I really say that I'm sometimes, most of the time, I'm late. But it's because of my expectations. I know that's another problem. I really want to share with you a book that is also talking about this important idea is that what you have others don't and what you don't have others have. The Unfair Advantage by Ashley and Hassan Kuba, where they just retweeted the unfair advantage and the Myers framework. The Myers framework is a really important one because they talked about how the money many have, others don't, is really for them advantage to develop the product, to start a business, to learn, etc. And also for the AI, which is the intelligence and the insight. Many of the successful entrepreneurs, they do have an intelligence to detect the problem and then to solve it. And the L is for the like and willingness to take the actions, and this is the best formula as it described. The E is for the education. For example, if you went to a prestigious school, then the many doors will be just open to you. And for the S is for the starters. For example, Elon Musk, if he just really launched a another business or something like that, he would just like got more successful because he's already known, and the starters that is now with the US and everything. So even if the name of the organization is very silly, it will just be got successful. So the authors just mentioned that everyone has the unfair advantage. Everyone. So I do have something many don't, and vice versa. That's me. I have things you don't have. You have things I don't have. And this is so beautiful. And the authors also embrace the importance of the reality growth mindset is to always learn and to share the knowledge, to not be stingy. And I really advise you to read the book, especially if you are an entrepreneur, because it's more toward the business. This is my point of view. It's like more toward a business, and that's the thing. I even took the advice from a CEO. That's the normal to be related with the business side. I really want to say at the end that you might be saying that it's easy hard to say that I'm not late because me as Sarah, I simply don't know what you go through. But just believe me. Just believe me. Everything will be okay, inshallah. And I'm saying that not only for you, but also for myself. Everything will be, inshallah, okay. Because we are in the process. For example, when we were just in the university and the high school, we were like, "Oh, I'm late. I'm not in the university." And when we are in the university, work and internships and everything, So this is just like as Mel Robbins said in her podcast, each age has its challenges and its chaos, and it's so beautiful. We just like enjoy surfing. Enjoy surfing. That's the most important thing. And this is our normal life. We have things others don't, and we don't. Others have things we just don't. So this is a very normal thing. And sometimes even people who just really have a lot of money, a lot of things, they just really don't use it in a proper way, so they can just really be more successful or something. It's all about the mindset for me. That's what I really think. And so, yeah, just remember you are not in a race only with yourself, not with the others. You are in a race with your previous version of self and not with the others. Okay? Because everyone has his own circumstances, has his own varieties, has his own unknown varieties. Okay? And you have your own unfair advantage as they have also theirs. So maybe you are before the start line, you need to go to the start line. Maybe you are on the start line, you need to make small steps, even the baby steps, toward to start to run. And if you are already running, then you just really need to focus on your goal. And yeah, that's it. That's it. Everyone will just go through this, or will, or had experienced it. So yeah, that was all of me today. See you next time. And remember, you are not late. See you next time. And don't forget to like, comment, save, and share this episode with everyone who really needs to listen to this, or maybe for yourself from time to time. We just really need to remind ourselves that we are not late. We are just on the way, and it's never too late. This is the process. Enjoy it. And yeah, that was all of me today. See you next time. Goodbye.